After 33 years of business consulting and coaching entrepreneurs, I have found that there are 8 behaviors that are self-sabotaging behaviors that prevent people from becoming successful entrepreneurs, and here they are. Now, it's important for every entrepreneur to identify their own self-sabotaging behaviors. So it could be one of these 8 that is preventing you from your own success and dreams, or it could be one or several of these 8. And the first one is emotional regulation. Constantly being in an emotional state, regardless if it's depression, sadness, anger, whatever it is, and if you're jumping from one to another, this is a problem. First, it's going to influence your decision making long term. It's going to have a lot of consequences, and including that people may not want to be working with you because you're constantly in an emotional state. So this is one thing that is very important: emotional regulation. Number 2 is being around and being influenced by the wrong people. You must have a good support system and a good mechanism, and if you're with the right circle of people who have similar goals as you, etc., then they're going to influence your behaviors. Likewise, it's the opposite if you have the wrong people around you. So it's important that you surround yourself with people that are like-minded. And actually, this is the reason why I created the 3 networks and 3 communities, is to help people like yourself. You can certainly find the link in the bio to find more information. 3 is spending too much time on the wrong things. So a lot of times people are going to be putting in time either activities that don't give them anything that is beneficial towards their goals, but they're going to spend time with whatever it is. And this is wrong. You want to minimize that as much as you possibly can. Number 4 is going all in when something has not been proven, or going in too much. And that becomes a real gamble. When you're starting off, make sure that you're testing things. And then if the tests come back positive, then you put in a little bit more. And you continue it in this way so that it is beneficial to you. A lot of times people go all in on something thinking that this is the next best thing, and they put in all their capital, etc., without understanding and without proving that indeed it is something worth doing. Number 5 is not constantly improving their own business knowledge. This is something that has to be done. A lot of entrepreneurs will cite that this is a big deal, because if you're not learning and improving your own business knowledge, then that means that your decisions may not be very good, because you don't have enough of a base. And obviously this is something that you want to continuously improve, and it's a lifelong journey, because things are always changing. So, but you do want to constantly improve your business knowledge. And for entrepreneurs, the one thing that is very, very important is marketing know-how. You need to understand marketing, period. Number 6 is being too cheap. And this means hiring services that are well below market price and expecting that you're going to be actually having a good result. This is something that really hurts your efforts and even your product and services. And so you need to make sure that you're hiring properly, whether it's freelancers or whether it's employees. All of that needs to be done properly. And if you've got to do it below market price, make sure that you're willing to train them, because that's important, because they may not have the right skills, and that's why they're below market price. I'll give you an example. SEO services, for instance, typically go for well over $1,000 per month if it's being done correctly, and yet there is a lot of people that want it to be done at around $250 or $500 a month. Now, can you get somebody to do it? Certainly, but is it going to be well done? That's the question. Do they have the right experience, etc.? So stay away from the cheapest price, because like you, for your services, you're going to want to also provide quality, etc. And for those customers that are going for the cheapest price, it's not necessarily a good thing. certainly not for you as an entrepreneur. Number 7 is not paying enough attention to connection with the customers, with your potential customer. Instead, too much on the actual product. I will tell you that you can have a mediocre product but have an amazing strategy at connecting with your customers and you will win, versus someone with an amazing product and absolutely no strategy on connecting with the customers. This is very important. You should not be just expecting that customers are just going to knock down your door just because you have an amazing product. It just isn't so. And the last one here is at number 8, which is to be too focused on your goals versus lessons learned. When you're starting out, the most important thing that you're going to understand is that you are full of assumptions, and you've got to test those assumptions. And if you are too focused on your goals, when you don't meet them, which is usually the case for most entrepreneurs starting out, then they think of themselves that they have failed or something is wrong. But it isn't. These are lessons that you must learn, and from those lessons, you are then going to get better and get towards the path that you want to be in and the goals that you want to achieve. So this is very, very important. A lot of times people give up way too early simply because they haven't met some arbitrary goal that they want, as if all of their assumptions were already tested in the marketplace. This is not the case. And these 8 self-sabotaging behaviors will prevent anyone from succeeding as an entrepreneur. The most important thing to note here is that everyone has self-sabotaging behaviors. So you've got to correct them. You've got to identify them and correct them. And once you do that, you are well on your way to success. Because you have to understand that there are 3 pillars to entrepreneurial success, which is skills, knowledge, business knowledge, and your own behaviors. Correct your behaviors and align themselves with where you want to be in life, and you will succeed. Hope you like this kind of content. If you do, follow me. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow.